The power of thinking big. Unlock your potential by learning to think bigger, act bolder, and believe in yourself more than ever. Introduction: The magic of thinking big. Success starts in the mind. Before any achievement is born in the real world, it is first formed in your thoughts. And if you think small, your life stays small. But if you dare to think big, bold, and without limits, everything begins to change. The magic of thinking big isn't just another self-help book. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that the size of your success is directly determined by the size of your thinking. You don't need to be a genius to succeed. You don't need perfect timing, money, or a famous last name. What you need is belief, an unshakable belief that you can do more, be more, and achieve more. This audiobook will give you the mindset tools and practical steps to shift from small, fearful thinking to big, confident thinking. So hit the subscribe button and get ready to challenge the limits you've accepted. It's time to step into your full potential. It's time to think big and live even bigger. Chapter 1: Believe you can succeed and you will. Success begins not in talent or luck, but in belief. David Schwartz opens his timeless book with one powerful idea: believe you can succeed and you will. People who believe in themselves are the ones who take action. They push through rejection, setbacks, and fear, not because they have all the answers, but because they believe they'll find a way. You've seen this before. Two people with similar skills apply for the same opportunity. One gets it. Why? Confidence. The belief that I belong here, that mental edge, is what makes all the difference. Here's the truth. If you think you're destined to fail, your brain will find reasons to prove it. But if you think you can win, your mind becomes a magnet for solutions, energy, and drive. Belief sets the stage for possibility. Schwartz's advice? 1. Remind yourself daily that you are better than you think. Most people underuse their abilities. 2. Don't sell yourself short. The person who thinks they can, often does. 3. Develop the power of belief. Act with confidence, even if you have to fake it at first. Think of belief like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. So, the next time you face a challenge, don't say, "Can I do this?" Say instead, "How will I do this?" It all starts in your mind. Chapter 2: Cure yourself of excusitis, the failure disease. Excusitis. It's the number one disease that stops people from succeeding. And the worst part? It's contagious and hard to detect, because it often sounds reasonable. I'm too old. I don't have the education. I just don't have the time. I'm not lucky like others. These aren't facts. They're excuses. And Schwartz calls them what they are. Lies we tell ourselves to avoid effort, discomfort, or fear. There are 4 main types of excusitis. 1. Health excuses. I'm not feeling 100%. But people with real health issues still achieve great things. 2. Intelligence excuses. I'm not smart enough. But success isn't about IQ. It's about attitude and action. 3. Age excuses. I'm too young. Or, I'm too old. Truth is, there's no perfect age to start. The best time is now. 4. Luck excuses. They were just lucky. Luck follows effort. People who prepare and persist attract opportunities. Big thinkers reject excuses. They take ownership. They say, "Maybe I don't have everything, but I have enough to start." Schwartz's strategy? 1. Refuse to talk negatively about your health or past. 2. Stop comparing your intelligence. Focus on thinking creatively, not critically. 3. View age as an asset, not a limitation. 4. Replace luck with planning and action. Remember, excuses are nothing more than fear dressed up in logic. Cure yourself of excusitis, and you'll unleash your true potential. Chapter 3: Build confidence and destroy fear. Fear is the number one enemy of success. It paralyzes action. And inaction is what keeps people small. David J. Schwartz tells us, confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build, daily. Most fear is psychological. We overthink. We exaggerate. We create imaginary monsters in our minds. And here's the truth: action cures fear. Every single time. Here's how to build confidence and destroy fear. 1. Isolate your fear. Don't generalize it. What exactly are you afraid of? Define it. 2. Take action, immediately. Waiting magnifies fear. Action reduces it. 3. Build a record of victories. Every small win builds confidence for bigger ones. 4. Feed your mind with positivity. Read inspiring stories. Watch uplifting content. Surround yourself with encouraging voices. 5. Speak confidently, even if you don't feel it yet. Your body language can train your brain. Schwartz shares this gem. Deposit only positive thoughts into your memory bank. Why? Because the mind is like a bank. You withdraw what you deposit. Fill it with fear and self-doubt? You get worry and failure. Fill it with courage and optimism? You get results. Confidence is not arrogance. It's self-trust. And the more action you take, the stronger that trust grows. Chapter 4: How to Think Big. You are not what you think you are, but what you think you are. That quote isn't just poetic, it's a powerful truth. In The Magic of Thinking Big, Schwartz makes one thing clear: big thinking leads to big living. So what exactly is big thinking? It's not just about dreaming. It's about how you approach problems, people, and possibilities. Big thinkers live in a world of growth, abundance, and contribution, not limitation, fear, or scarcity. Let's break it down. 1. Big thinkers focus on growth. They ask, how can I make this better? What's the next level? What would a top performer do in this situation? They never settle. They keep stretching. Keep expanding. Keep learning. 2. Big thinkers see abundance, not scarcity. Instead of saying, there's not enough, they say, let's create more. They don't compete for scraps, they build new tables. Abundance thinking is the foundation of innovation, collaboration, and wealth. 3. Big thinkers think contribution. They ask, how can I serve? They don't just chase success, they create value. Because when you help others win, you win too. But here's the danger: petty thinking. Focusing on small problems. Gossiping. Holding grudges. Obsessing over what others have. Petty thinking shrinks your world. Big thinking expands it. Try this mental upgrade. Use big, positive words when you talk about your goals. When solving problems, ask bigger questions. And when visualizing your future, stretch it. Go bigger than feels comfortable. David J. Schwartz says, big ideas and big plans are often easier, certainly no more difficult, than small ideas and small plans. The size of your success is determined by the size of your thinking. So why think small, when you can think big? Chapter 5: Turn defeat into victory. You are the kind of person people respond to, not just because of what you say, but because of how you make them feel. And that, my friend, starts with attitude. Attitude isn't just a feeling, it's a force. A silent message you broadcast everywhere you go. The way you walk into a room. The energy you bring. The belief you have in others. That's what people feel. And they either move toward you, or away from you, because of it. Your attitude is showing, whether you realize it or not. When your attitude is enthusiastic, optimistic, and encouraging, it lights a spark in others. That spark becomes trust. It becomes cooperation. It becomes influence. That's the hidden power behind successful communication and leadership. Enthusiasm is contagious. And people love to catch it from someone who truly believes in what they're doing and who they're with. But here's the deeper truth. Your attitude shapes how others see you, and how they respond to you. Do you walk into meetings expecting great things to happen? Or are you anticipating resistance, problems, and rejection? The answer shows up in your voice tone, your eyes, your posture, even your silence. If you want to win with people, start by thinking right about people. Respect. kindness, positivity. When you carry these in your mind, they shine through in every interaction. Big thinkers don't waste time judging others. They look for the best in people, and draw it out with belief. That belief becomes the soil in which great relationships grow. And what you think of others often reflects what you think of yourself. Win with people by believing in people. So ask yourself, what kind of ally is your attitude? Is it fighting for your future, or working against it? It's time to upgrade your thinking, because the world responds not to your words first, but to your vibe. Chapter 6: Action Cures Fear. Goal setting is the blueprint for success. Without it, you're drifting. Imagine getting into a car and driving with no destination. No map. No GPS. You just drive. You might move, but you're not going anywhere meaningful. That's what life looks like without goals. Success isn't a one-time event, it's a journey. And that journey is powered by a clear sense of direction. As author Earl Nightingale once said, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile goal." It's not just achieving the goal, it's moving towards something that matters. Something that stretches you. Something that grows you. So, where do you want to go? Big thinkers don't just hope things work out, they visualize where they want to be. They see it in vivid color. They feel it in their bones. They commit to it with purpose. You can't hit a target you can't see. Start by defining what success looks like for you. Make it specific, measurable, personal. Do you want to grow your business? Improve your relationships? Elevate your health? Write it down. Speak it out loud. See it every day. And here's the real power: break big goals into small, daily targets. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. But when you break them down into bite-sized steps, daily actions, weekly wins, they become manageable, achievable, even fun. A page a day becomes a book. A call a day becomes a network. A workout a day becomes a transformation. Discipline in the small creates progress in the big. Goals pull you forward. They give you something to aim at. They remind you every day that you are not finished, that you are building something meaningful. Without goals, you're just reacting. With them, you're leading. Set goals. See the future. Then go live it. Chapter 7: Action Cures Fear. Fear is the great paralyzer, but action is the cure. How many dreams have died because someone was afraid? Afraid to speak up. Afraid to fail. Afraid to start. But here's the truth: fear doesn't disappear by thinking, it disappears by doing. Your mind will always find reasons to hesitate. What if I'm not good enough? What if I mess it all up? What will people think? Fear grows when you stall. It shrinks when you move. Just take the first step. Even if it's shaky. Even if your voice trembles or your hands sweat, move. Because the moment you act, you take power back. The fog starts to lift. The fear starts to fade. Confidence isn't something you wait for, it's something you earn through motion. Let's say you're afraid of public speaking. Waiting, thinking, worrying, none of it helps. But speaking in front of 3 people, then 10, then 50? That's where confidence is built. Action is how you prove to yourself that fear is just a feeling, not a fact. Every successful person you admire? They felt fear. But they didn't stop. They used fear as fuel. They acted anyway. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to be brave for 5 seconds. Because once you take that first step, make the call, send the message, pitch the idea, you break the grip of fear. You build momentum. And with momentum comes growth. Courage. Victory. Don't wait to be ready. Get in motion. Start before you're comfortable. Action creates clarity. Don't let fear fence you in. Tear it down, one step at a time. Move forward, and keep moving. Because motion defeats doubt. Chapter 8: Think like a leader. Leadership isn't about titles. It's about mindset. No matter your role, student, employee, entrepreneur, you can think like a leader. And when you think like a leader, people naturally follow. So what separates leaders from the crowd? First, they take responsibility. Leaders don't make excuses. They don't blame others. They ask, "What can I do to improve this situation?" When you own problems, you become the solution. Second, leaders think long term. They don't just chase the quick win. They invest in what matters: relationships, trust, vision. They see the big picture when others are stuck in the moment. Third, they listen. Leaders know that influence starts with understanding. They seek out feedback, value different perspectives, and make others feel heard. Leadership is less about talking, and more about tuning in. Fourth, they grow people. A real leader isn't threatened by others' success, they multiply it. They mentor, they encourage, they bring out the best. And finally, leaders lead themselves first. They show discipline, integrity, consistency. They model the values they expect in others. To lead others well, you must first lead your own thoughts, habits, and actions. Leadership is not reserved for CEOs and presidents. It starts with how you think every day. Do you uplift people or drain them? Do you rise to challenges or retreat? Do you act with courage or comfort? If you want more influence, success, and purpose, start thinking like a leader today. Great leaders aren't born, they're built. And the foundation is your mindset. Lead with clarity. Lead with courage. And most of all, lead by example. Chapter 9. Think right towards people. People are the greatest asset you'll ever work with. Treat them like it. How you think about people shapes how you treat them. And how you treat them shapes your success. First, assume the best. Stop expecting people to fail or disappoint you. When you believe in others, you inspire them to rise. Belief is a mirror. What you reflect is what they become. Second, respect is non-negotiable. Whether it's the janitor or the CEO, everyone deserves dignity. Say thank you. Make eye contact. Smile. It costs nothing but changes everything. Third, appreciate differences. People won't always think like you, talk like you, or work like you. That's not a problem, it's power. Diversity in thought drives growth. Celebrate others. Their strength could be the missing piece to your success. Fourth, be kind, not just polite. Politeness is manners. Kindness is mindset. Go beyond please and thank you. Be generous. Be compassionate. Be human. And finally, lift people up. Give sincere compliments. Encourage their dreams. Be the reason someone feels better about themselves. When you think right toward people, doors open, trust grows, and lives change, including yours. Thinking big isn't just about goals, it's about heart. And when your heart is right toward people, the sky isn't the limit, it's just the beginning. Big thinkers build people. Small thinkers break them. Choose wisely. Chapter 10. Get the action habit. Action cures fear. And action feeds doubt. One of the biggest lies we tell ourselves is, "I'll do it later." But later becomes never, and success slips away in silence. First, start now. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They rarely come. Winners take action with what they have, where they are. Because done is better than perfect. Momentum beats motivation. Move, and motivation will follow. Second, kill procrastination. Waiting is a thief. It steals time, energy, and dreams. Set deadlines. Break tasks into chunks. Take one step, even a small one, immediately. Third, be a doer, not a talker. Talk is cheap. Execution is gold. The world rewards those who act, not those who intend. The difference between a dreamer and a doer is one word: action. Fourth, build habits of hustle. Make action a reflex, not a debate. The more you act, the easier it becomes. Train your brain to default to do. And finally, fail forward. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Be afraid of standing still. Every mistake is a step toward mastery. Action transforms fear into confidence. Doubt into clarity. Plans into results. Want a different life? Do something different. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Big success is just small actions stacked daily. Get the action habit. And never stop moving forward. Chapter 11. Turn defeat into victory. Defeat is not the end, it's feedback in disguise. Everyone stumbles. Everyone falls. But only a few rise higher than before. Why? Because they learn to turn defeat into fuel. First, redefine failure. Failure isn't a sign you're not good enough. It's a lesson. It's a whisper saying, try a different way. The most successful people have failed more than most ever dared to try. Every setback contains the seeds of a greater comeback. Second, analyze, don't agonize. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? Use defeat as a diagnostic tool, not a dead end. Third, refuse to quit. Quitting guarantees loss. Persistence creates possibility. Winners see defeat as a temporary detour, not a permanent stop. Fourth, bounce forward, not just back. Don't aim to return to where you were. Aim higher. Let your pain push you to purpose. Let your fall become your rise. You don't drown by falling in water. You drown by staying there. Fifth, stay goal-focused. When defeat hits, keep your eyes on the goal. Adjust your path, but don't abandon your purpose. Victory isn't reserved for the never failed. It's awarded to the never quit. Every failure carries two choices: remain defeated or rise stronger. Choose to rise. Choose victory. Your greatest strength is born the moment you say, this won't stop me. Chapter 12. Use goals to help you grow. Big ideas are the birthplace of big achievements. And as we've explored, the difference between success and mediocrity often lies in the size of your thinking. Let's recap the journey we've taken in these past 30 minutes. You learn that belief is the starting point. What you believe about yourself determines what you attempt. You discovered that excuses shrink your potential and must be eliminated to make room for possibility. You saw how important it is to surround yourself with positivity, both in people and in perspective. You understood the power of action, the necessity of confidence, and the compounding effect of goal setting. And finally, you learned to think big, live with purpose, and align your attitudes with the success you want. Because here's the truth. You are not a product of your circumstances, you are a product of your decisions, especially the decision to think big. So now, ask yourself, where have I been thinking small? What goal, vision, or dream deserves a bigger space in my mind? What one action can I take today to step into the bigger version of myself? Remember, you don't need permission to live a bold, successful, and meaningful life. You just need belief, backed by big thinking. This isn't the end. It's your launch pad. Think big, act bold, live fully. If this audiobook sparked something in you, like, share, and subscribe to Books on Audio TV. We release powerful summaries to help you grow every single week. And remember, it's not who you are that holds you back, it's who you think you're not. So think bigger, today and every day.